Apple or Samsung? The age-old question. We've covered Apple as the very first company in this series, so to kick off the last 6, let's do Samsung. Even if you're a diehard Apple user, don't disregard Samsung as a potential investment. Because, like how about every 3 out of 10 phones are Apple, another 2 are Samsung. Hey guys, it's Newfire again, back with part 20 of my series SSSMI. We're in the endgame, so hang in there as we round up the series. Keeping 25 companies for 25 years in mind, let's get into Samsung. So Samsung was founded in 1938 and today is one of the largest producers of electronics. Some of the products they sell include phones, tablets, kitchen appliances, TVs, and computers. Fun fact, the company was first a grocery store of sorts, which was said to have sold dried fish and noodles. In the 60s, the company shifted to producing the electric goods that precedes what they sell today, and soon became a top producer in selling black and white TVs back then. 60 years later, and they're one of the most well-known companies of the electronics industry. In short, Samsung is right up there with Apple in terms of dominating the electronics industry. So what's up with its stock? Well, first you should know that it's a little more difficult to invest in this company than some of the other ones in the series. That's because, and if you're a viewer from America, Samsung isn't technically traded on any of the US stock exchanges. These would be exchanges like NASDAQ or New York Stock Exchange, which are public platforms for buying and selling other stocks. All of the stocks we've talked about so far are available on such US exchanges, but Samsung is the only one that is not. Instead, it's listed on the KRX, a stock exchange in South Korea. You could also find its stocks in LSE, London Stock Exchange, or LuxSE, Luxembourg Stock Exchange. Samsung has various subsidiaries under its belt, but let's talk about Samsung Electronics. In 2010, 13 years ago, the stock price was $11.30 after converting to USD. Now the stock price sits at around $53.10. So if you'd invested, let's say, $10,000 13 years ago, your stock would be worth just under $47,000 today. That's not bad for a stock almost expanding to 5 times what it was in little under a decade and a half. And Samsung has an ambitious future yet to come. The company has made public their plans to invest $230 billion out of a $360 billion investment into chip manufacturing plants in South Korea in what will be, quote-unquote, the world's largest chip-making base. It doesn't end there, because Samsung is also investing another $200 billion of an investment in Texas to create a line of semiconductor plants. This all sounds very exciting to the potential investor to see just how Samsung will grow and expand over the next few decades. Looking at their growth so far, just over the past decade, can give us some confidence that the company has bigger things coming. So what do you think? Personally, I'm excited to see where Samsung will be 10, 20 years down the line. To see where it started, from a grocery vendor to one of the largest producers of electronic devices, is fascinating in itself. But to invest, you'd have to do it through securities firms or banks in South Korea. If you don't mind a foreign investment and want another stake in the technology sector, Samsung might be the stock for you. And that's it. Thanks for watching, and remember, whether you choose to invest or not, do so wisely and consider whether it's the right investment for you. If you do choose to invest, try holding it for 25 years to see where your stock will go. Alright, stay tuned for my next video on Nike. This is Newfire, signing out.